Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Hawk here for my friends at Howie's Market. Don't look now. It's already November, and November means that the holidays are here, specifically the food holiday, which is Thanksgiving. Last year, I used Howie's Market for Thanksgiving. They took care of everything, and it actually became a pretty big subject on the podcast because of the apricot glazed ham, which is an incredible replacement for turkey. That said, if you're still on the turkey train, they've got that. They've got all the sides, and they have everyone on staff who will take care of everything for you. So if you don't want to cook, if you don't want to go buy everything and put everything together, you can just call Howie's, tell them what you want and for how many people. They will put it together. You go in there, you pick it up, you become the hero of Thanksgiving, just like I was last year. Howie's Market is in San Gabriel, California at 6580 North San Gabriel Boulevard. Look them up and use them this Thanksgiving like I did last year and like I'm going to do again this year. Let's get into the episode. It has been exactly 116 days since I last played the great game of golf. And just like Milli Vanilli, I have to blame it on the rain. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fellowship. My name
Blame it on the rain.
My name is Adam No Golf Hawk. He is Ryan Powerwalk Engle.
No golf or no game.
A little bit of both.
There you go.
I was supposed to play golf this past Friday for the first time in a long time. I was actually really looking forward to it.
And you didn't go.
Well, I couldn't go because we have the great Southern California storm.
You've never played golf in the rain?
I have, but not this kind of rain. And I was playing with three other people, or was supposed to play with three other people who canceled. They didn't want to play. So that tee time that I had on Friday went away because of the rain. And listen, I do not say this next sentence flippantly. I do not say it lightly, nor do I mean to dampen the mood right off the top. But 2025 started with wildfires and is going to end with flash flooding.
What are you trying to say here?
Just some extreme bookends to the year weather-wise here in California.
Flash flooding that's a bit dramatic.
It's a bit accurate.
Maybe.
I didn't come up with the term.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Saying it like that and comparing it to the beginning of the year with the fires is like imagining that there's just these rivers running down the streets and cars are floating away off into the wilderness. Southern California has such good weather that when we do get a proper rain, everyone's not only freaking out, not only forgetting all their intuition on how to drive their motor vehicle, but they're overreacting to what even called to call the weather. And yes, there's going to be some extra water coming down the slope, but like flash floods, I'm sure there's some spots in the high desert and stuff where there were some quick flash floods, and then like 30 minutes later it dries up, So it's like again, what I said, bit dramatic, but I hear what you're saying.
You and I are here at 6:30 in the morning. We are both wearing jackets because we're doing this show from the boardroom, which is in the warehouse. It's very cold. I don't think we've each done the show in jackets.
What
before.
brand is that?
This is Target.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, that's Walmart, dude.
No, this is Target.
That's Walmart.
This is Target.
That's Walmart. Good for you. Good for you.
Well, anyway, because we're both wearing these jackets close to the microphone, every time we move and some stubble scrapes on the jacket, you and myself, we're going to create a lot of noise into the microphone.
Only you. And then you brought it up, so now people are going to listen to it. You just blew it. No one blows their cover better than you.
Because of the unrelenting rain, I did not get to play golf on Friday. Had a tee time. I don't know that between now and the end of the year if I will get to play. And here's why. These are the busiest days of the year, these last 6 weeks, the run through the holiday season. They're also the shortest. They're also the coldest. This is the longest break from golf I have had in 15 years, and there is a good chance that this 116-day break extends by another 6 weeks. And I have to say, I've been waiting for this feeling for a long time, but I actually miss the game of golf.
Sure. Just go play.
When?
You have every other Friday off, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Right.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You work for a golf association.
Right.
Call in sick one day and play. That was the last time you played.
Take it easy. No one blows their cover like you.
Well, you didn't. To my defense, you didn't call in sick. You actually called in a whatever they're called. I don't know. I haven't been in the corporate world. So.
Paid time off?
Yeah.
PTO. Those were 3 words that did not exist at the Jim Rome show.
Yeah. Well, how many more PTO days do you have this year?
I don't know. Probably a lot.
Well, yeah. How come you never use them?
Before we get much further...
Sounds like a you problem is what this sounds like.
Before we get much further into this particular episode, I would be remiss if I did not mention that Nation Golf, our apparel company, is on one heck of a Black Friday sale right now. Everything on the website is marked down.
No code needed.
Some of the items are up to 51% off. For example, the jacket you're wearing is 51% off.
This was a banger. This jacket, highly underrated.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. You're trying to talk. You're trying to light a cigarette. You're sneezing. You're not covering. And you're not talking into the microphone.
I'm not covering.
Yeah, you didn't cover that sneeze.
I sneezed over here.
Well,
away from you.
Oh, yeah? No code needed, nationgolf.com. The jacket that Ryan is wearing, if you're watching on YouTube, it's the Beryllium Copper Biku Gaffer jacket. We love it. One of my favorite pieces. It's less than $40 right now, and there are just a couple left. The item that I think needs more attention is the Vacationer golf bag. That is the greatest thing you've ever designed. It's the best bag in golf. It is a compact carry luxury bag. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Beautiful ivory faux alligator, 3-club divider plush. Just an awesome piece. Embroidered, has a bronze stamping on it, a vintage stamping, right?
Yeah, it's like a 3D mold we had made of my grandfather's face.
Yeah.
For the I mean,
and that bag is $250 on Black Friday sale right now.
Yeah.
And because it's more than $100, we're going to ship it for free. It costs us $30 to ship that bag. We're going to take care of that and take $70 off the top end. So you're saving $100 on the Vacationer golf bag. If you already have a bag, whether it's the Vacationer or another bag, this is one heck of a Christmas present to get for somebody. Not only because the bag is awesome, but there is nothing better than putting a big box under the tree for somebody else. And they are wondering, ooh, what's that? What's that big one in the back corner?
Yeah, and if FedEx or UPS doesn't decide to take the water hose out and the black chalk and run over the bag actually comes with a pretty nice box too. But I guess you could just throw some wrapping paper over it and call it a day.
Sure. So
put a bow on it.
Black Friday,
Let's
Nation
put a
Golf.
bow on that.
Let's put a bow on it. Black Friday, nationgolf.com. Up to 51% off now through December 1st. So when nonstop rain for the last 96 hours hits the region, what does a guy whose personality is built around going to the beach do when he can't do that?
Okay, I got him this time. What'd you guys do? Go get some fishing rods at Big Five and try to catch some guppies in all those potholes on your street? Adam sent our company Slack. Hey, you guys see the? Are you guys getting this rainbow where you live? Look at this rainbow. It's a rainbow out in front of his house, double rainbow. And I just quick on the draw. I mean, not more than 15 seconds went by when I threw the comment out to the team. Does that thing land at the end of a pothole?
I was a much better joke than that.
What was it? It was a.
I showed you a video and a photo of a beautiful rainbow, biggest and most intense rainbow I've ever seen on Saturday, and you wrote back, "There's a pothole of gold at the end of that rainbow."
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It was a fantastic joke.
You liked it?
I loved it. I think I gave that the old crying emoji laughing face. Yeah, it was very good. It was a very, very good joke. Very good. So what did you do if you can't go to the beach?
Yeah, full disclosure, we definitely got some cabin fever. That definitely happened this weekend, but we did some good for the house. It's funny how God just likes to
Call a timeout.
yeah,
Yeah.
but our washer and dryer finally quit.
Oh, welcome to the club.
Unlike you,
I went out and got a new one.
yeah, and not only did I get a new washer and dryer, they didn't ask me if I rent or own, and they just delivered the thing, and that was the end of it.
Where'd you go?
Lowe's. The transaction took 5 seconds because I already knew which one I wanted. I did the research online. I walked in there and I was like, I need this. She pulled up my account later.
Did you get a scratch and dent one and save a couple of bucks? Or did
No,
you...
it was Black Friday. Dude, we saved the washer and dryer we got because this actually turned into a whole kit and caboodle.
As it always does when you're shopping for appliances.
Well, it's not because of that. It was because we took this as an opportunity to not remodel, but give the laundry room a facelift. So we went cabinets, butcher's block, the whole 9 yards. So like we switched from the conventional top load to the side load, and then we did a butcher's block kind of table on top of that, a shelf, and then 3 cabinets on the wall. We had to move a light to do so, and we had to reroute the water heater line. So we were like, Dad and I were just knee deep in the projects all weekend, which was kind of nice. But on Saturday when it was dumping, we went and picked out the washer and dryer. And then we just came home, kind of had a lazy day, cranked the fire on.
Oh, yeah.
Threw a movie on, watched Home Alone.
It's a little early for Home Alone.
No, not really.
It's a little early.
And then Sunday we just, after church, did a little walk. The weather cooperated. We did a little walk around the harbor, and then after that came home and worked till about 8:30 on the laundry room. Got it nearly finished. I need a couple parts for a shelf, and I still need to cut the butcher's block to install it. So there's still a couple things to do, but yeah, got it all figured out. How's that laundromat been? What's the round trip distance to that thing?
It's pretty close to the house.
Great.
Thanks for asking. Do you like the rain?
I do not.
Do you not like the rain?
No.
I love it.
Why?
My favorite thing in the world.
Why? You can't do anything.
That's not true.
You fucking didn't even get to play golf because of the rain.
And I did much more fun things this weekend.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I love the rain. I love it.
You're an idiot.
I'm nostalgic for it because I'm from Seattle. It reminds me of being in Seattle.
You're from Poway, and you lived in Seattle.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I love it. It slows everything down. It is a forced timeout. It is, and I don't like this word because it's a little soft, but it's the coziest thing in the entire world, ain't it? Don't you love a rainy day and you get a few of them back to back, and it just kind of forces you to chill. So Friday, I wanted to be out and about in the rain, so we ran some errands. And when we were done running the errands, we were in the same parking lot as a Panera Bread.
Those are the... I'll wait. Go ahead.
Okay.
Did you go in?
Panera Bread is a place that I usually never go to. If I'm being honest, I have been to Panera Bread maybe 4 times in my life. It's not good.
How are those places still in business?
Right.
And how are people still going there?
Panera Bread is not good, but it sure is expensive. And when it first came out, it used to be a place for well-off people who wanted to feel better about themselves than going to a fast food place.
I love these places that are just no different than any place. It's like the soup probably comes in a plastic bag. Like they don't even like chop their carrots there. They're just those white grated freeze-dried ones, that have a dust on them. And their sandwich, they're like, oh, let's put it in this panini press. That'll make it more fancy. But it's just the same shitty, like, deli meat,
Yeah.
And like, oh, no, we'll just rebrand it and make it look steezy. But it's really just a chain like anything else. And it's got everyone's, like, the wool is so far over their eyes, people are bumping into each other on their way in the joint.
That's exactly right. And that's why I don't go. And I think well-off, upper middle class people would go there because it's more expensive and doesn't have a drive-through. And so they felt like, I'm leveling up from a McDonald's. But no, you're not. Panera Bread is not much different than a McDonald's besides.
Yeah, you just pulled up at Carl's Jr. and parked and walked in while there was still a drive-through.
There you go.
You're still at the shitty spot.
Yes. Now, Panera Bread, in terms of clout and the way people feel about it, has certainly fallen off in the last half decade. It is no longer what people used to pretend that it was, but I knew that they had something that I really wanted on a rainy day, and that was a frickin' grilled cheese and cup of tomato soup.
We made a homemade grilled cheese and tomato soup on Thursday night, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I found a pretty rad recipe. I've never made it was actually a tomato bisque, but there is something to be said about a good. Did you go sourdough or? Because we did sourdough at home.
Sure.
Sourdough on a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
And sorry to commandeer your whole take here. We got to talk about grilled cheeses for 1 second.
Okay, go ahead.
Biggest mistake you can make on a grilled cheese. The biggest mistake. Butter. The biggest mistake. You know why diners, and this is from the greatest diner to the shittiest diner, you know why they have the best turkey melts, patty melts, grilled cheeses, all those, basically when they give you the Texas toast style, perfectly golden brown, crispy, flat top cooked diner grilled cheese. You know why that is?
Why is that?
Mayo.
Ah.
You grill it with mayo. It golden browns like that. It's just perfectly consistent because butter burns. Mayo turns golden brown. And that's their secret. They slap the outsides of it with mayo, put it on the flat top. Try it at home.
I will. Sounds great.
Let me know how it goes.
Is there a better meal for a rainy day than a grilled cheese and tomato soup? I don't think so. So we go in there, a place I would never go, but they've got the one thing that I want. And we order and we get our food, and it's served to us on a cafeteria tray. The dining room in Panera is beige and white, and that's it. And the tables and booths look like tables and booths you could purchase at IKEA. And the grilled cheese came out on the thickest slices of bread, 2 pieces of very sad half-melted cheese, room temperature, by the way.
Sounds about right.
The tomato soup, barely hot, with croutons in the middle of it for some reason. Just 4 sad croutons in the middle of tomato soup. Never seen that before. They might have got it confused between soup and salad and just went
They
with
probably figured, like, hey, we can fill these cups up 3/4 of the way, throw some shit in it, get to the top, and at the end of the year, we're going to save $1 million.
So, as we are eating this incredibly below average but passable flavorless food off this cafeteria tray in this white and beige room devoid of any personality, and we're staring at a receipt that is 3 times as much money as it should be, it dawned on me. where I was, what I was eating, what it tasted like, what it cost. Panera Bread is hospital food.
Ooh, it really, really is.
And if you eat there, it's just the hospital. So from now on, I am calling it hospital bread.
That is such a good take.
Thank you.
That place is such a hospital cafeteria.
That's what it is. It's the hospital. It's the absolute hospital.
Oh, man.
Looks like it, tastes like it, costs like it.
Feels like it.
Feels like it. It's the hospital. So I never want to hear anyone tell me how good Panera Bread is again because it's the hospital.
Fucking thing sucks.
Enjoy your hospital bread.
That's so true. How bad, like, name a good chain other than In-N-Out.
Okay. I don't know if this is everywhere, but in Southern California, I think the best chain is Islands.
Dude, we were going to walk around the mall because it was a rainy day.
Mm-hmm.
And I threw it out to Katie Kai, and we had a little tiff about Islands.
Oh, no.
And I was like, let's go to Islands.
Why wouldn't you?
Islands is sick.
Yep.
You get a shitty Mai Tai, a big juicy burger,
Yep.
and there's surf movies on in the background, and you're like, fuck it, give me the seasoned fries. This is a cheat day.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
It delivers. She's like, I don't like, what'd she call it? She called it, like, imitation Hawaiian food. And I was like, honey, they are not trying to be Hawaiian food. It's a burger spot. It just has fucking bamboo on the walls.
Yeah.
Place is awesome.
Yep.
Great chain, Islands.
Yeah, it is a great chain.
They were doing, a few years back, they were doing a, like, Mai Tai Tuesdays or some stupid thing where it was just like $6 Mai Tais or whatever. And Craig randomly hits me up. He's like, hey, dude, we're in Mission Viejo, the whole family. Islands is doing Mai Tai Tuesdays. It's like $5 Mai Tais or something and whatever. And he's like, they're big, shitty Mai Tais, but can't beat the price, dude.
Yeah.
We went. I was like, we'll be right there. So me and
yeah.
Katie Kai, this is before Palmer, we met the Dunlaps over there and sat down and, of course, just annoyed the shit out of our wives because him and I just tied one on at fucking at Islands.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is sick. We're like, we should come here every Tuesday. And then, like, the next Tuesday, they're like, we don't do this anymore.
Yeah, right. Yep.
That was a bad idea.
Yep.
Get a bunch of, like, just halfway dads in here getting drunk. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's timestamp that so we can bleep that out. Thank you very much.
You can't say that word.
No, you cannot. And Islands, last thing I'll say about it is Phil Jackson and Jeannie Buss, when they were dating when Phil was head coaching the Lakers.
Phil Jackson.
Living down in...
What a weird guy, huh?
Yeah. He and Jeannie used to go to the Islands in Marina Del Rey once a week.
No way.
That was their date spot. They love the Islands.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? Later that afternoon, after hospital bread, I took my son to Supercuts, and then afterwards we went to Guitar Center. And you want to talk about a brand name type of day, Panera Bread, Supercuts, Guitar Center.
I feel like in another life, had you not found golf and found me to let me help you be some type of fractional better version of yourself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're the just perfect Guitar Center employee. Like you would
Employee.
Yeah, you'd be working there. Like in the audio section or
Oh,
something,
yeah?
like selling microphones and,
Okay.
like you just look very Guitar Center guy. Like by now you'd be a manager for sure. But like, you know,
Yeah.
you'd probably have some earrings in, you know, wearing all black, you know.
Yeah. Well, thank you. That's one.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. I don't feel welcome. That was quite the insult. Everyone knows Guitar Center employees, God bless them, are in the same vein as Hot Topic employees.
I feel like all the kids who work at Legoland once worked at Guitar Center
Right.
too.
Okay.
You know?
Well, the reason I go to Guitar Center is because, one, Guitar Center's like Barnes & Noble. Every year, there's 5 less of them in the world. And then there's just a couple of cities that have them. And if you're lucky enough to have a Guitar Center, you can take your kids there and they can mess around on instruments for an hour, and it's totally free. And these employees are like Home Depot employees. The last thing they want to do is deal with a customer, so they're hiding. And essentially, your kids get to play drums without you having to have a drum set. And there's no one in the world who doesn't love sitting behind a drum set and just going nuts, especially kids. And so I
True.
I take my kids there, and
What do you do when you go?
I watch.
You don't get on it. You don't saddle the pony and lay down a fat riff on anything.
I'm an acoustic room guy, so I will go in there and play the acoustic guitars. But when it comes to the drums, I really enjoy watching
I would love to see your fingers and your fistful of thumbs tickle the nylon. I'd love to see it.
Bring me a guitar.
Are you a guitar guy?
Hope you like.
What's your
Radiohead.
go-to song?
Karma Police, Radiohead, or Fly Away, Lenny Kravitz.
I'm surprised.
Say It Ain't So, Weezer. Where's My Mind, Pixies.
That's a good one. You know all those songs? You can play them?
I grew up playing guitar. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my dad was a worship band leader for
So
the
you
church
were
forever.
you were a Guitar Center guy in the making. You just never.
The reason I keep going to Guitar Center with my son is my dad took me to Guitar Center in Kirkland, Washington once a week my entire childhood.
Are they hiring right now?
I don't need a job, and I need less jobs.
Well,
Okay? Thank you for asking. So that was the afternoon. So
Sure.
we are oot in a boot in the rain. And this is just Friday. That night, when I was coming back from Guitar Center, and by the way, one of the other reasons I love going is it gives my wife a break. I'm going to take the kids to Guitar Center for an hour. It's free. It's fun. You get an hour. I call her up and I said, can we please go out to dinner tonight? I want to go find a seat by a window and just watch the rain and go to some kind of cozy pub where it's a little dark. You get some comfort food.
so how was Chili's? Was it good?
No, we went to a pub in Fullerton. Thank you very much. And you know how you and I have talked about when you go get sushi, Japanese extra dry, extra crispy lagers.
We had it on Friday night.
It's the only thing that pairs with sushi.
It's just
So on a rainy day, there are certain beers for that occasion. And when it's dark and raining out and you're in a pub, give me a chewy beer. Give me a dark, chewy beer. The kind of beer that goes down like motor oil and you got to floss to get it out of your teeth afterwards. I'm talking stouts, porters, saisons.
Saison.
Give me that stuff.
Yeah.
Give me the thick stuff that you could use as hair gel, and it's got to be at least 7%.
Yeah.
A nice, cozy pub beer.
Yeah.
And I had a few of those. And let's just say my wife drove home.
Wow.
Those are big beers.
You were in full force?
You would agree there's a certain kind of beer you want on a rainy night, right, at a pub? You're not going for a Miller Lite on a rainy night in a pub.
I mean, a rainy night, I'm probably not getting a beer.
What are you getting?
I don't know, a whiskey or something?
I can do that any night.
What?
I've got whiskey for days at the house. Can do that any night, and I do it probably more nights than I should.
When I was in Ireland, one of the spots we hit just outside of Lahinch, and one of my dear friends who passed away, who was a big mentor of mine, Craig Angel, his family was Irish, and he had dual citizenship. And he gave me, basically, because he was a surfer as well, basically he just gave me notes in the way of some type of map that's just like, these are the towns to hit that have golf courses and surf spots, and at those towns, here's a couple food wrecks, and so we got to go on this trip, and that little black book he gave me ended up being responsible for probably one of the greatest trips I've ever been on.
Awesome.
One of the spots, he's like, you got to go to the whatever hotel that's on the cliff, and the restaurant at the bottom of the hotel, that's where you want to eat dinner when you get there that night. Alan is the bartender, and hot whiskey is the drink. And so I did we golfed, surfed. We're all cold. It's late at night. We go in there. We've mostly been hitting pubs up and down the coast. This is like one of the first restaurants we sat down at. Sat down, I walk up to the bar, and I was like, "Are you Alan?" And he like turns around, just like gave me the "Who the fuck are you" eyes, you know? And I was just like, "Oh, I'm a friend of Mr. Angel, and I'm here to get a hot whiskey, sir," you know? And I don't know what they did to make it a hot whiskey, because it wasn't like a hot toddy. It was like, I think it was just quite simply a hot whiskey, but very similar weather in which you're speaking of.
Yep.
Out around, and we were cold. The fireplace was going.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy hands me a hot whiskey, and it almost burnt, you know, but, and it was almost like similar to that Japanese experience you're talking about, like the hot sake, you know, like everybody who goes to these Japanese sushi bars and restaurants now, they try to like showboat a little bit and go fancy down the sake list and get the cold one and the unfiltered and all this stuff, because it's like, oh, I want to be like extra. Give me the cheap, out of the frickin' machine, hot sake, house sake. That's what I'm here for. That's what I want. I want it too hot to hold the frickin' dispenser, and I want to chase that down with a crispy Japanese beer. But anyways, hot whiskey was the drink. So yeah, nowhere serves that around here.
Right.
So it's like, to answer your question, on a rainy day, that's what I want.
Great. Yeah.
Where are you going to get one? Who serves a hot whiskey? Have you even heard of that?
Nope. But I want it.
I want it right now. Should we just go nuke some Jameson in the micro?
We've got Jameson right in front of us. There's something about this kind of weather, which we don't get that often in Southern California, where pairing food and drink with the weather, to me,
it's
important, and it's fun.
What'd you order at the pub? What'd you eat?
It was odd because I hadn't eaten that well this weekend, and I'm trying to diet a little bit, and so I went without carbs because I had that stupid grilled cheese and tomato soup at lunch from Hospital Bread. So I just got half a rack of baby back ribs and sautéed vegetables.
Gross.
Well, it was actually pretty good.
The veggies were good?
Yeah.
I love when those kind of places, like, you know, you have this rack of ribs and then they just throw some sad veggies on the side. You're like, just leave them off.
Yeah. Well, it was enjoyable. I was there for the beer, mainly.
Was the menu laminated?
Yes, it was. You got to be able to wipe it with the same rag.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely wasn't freshly printed each day.
No. That was Saturday. I'm sorry, that was Friday night. And then Saturday, I had left my son's rain jacket at Supercuts. So I had to go back to Supercuts. And I brought the whole fam because I said, let's stop for breakfast. And again, I'm just continually pairing food with the weather. It's raining. And so I said, let's go to a great breakfast spot. And we went to a spot that we like, that we don't go to that often. And music at restaurants is so critical. And when we were there, instead of having Stan Getz or John Coltrane or Miles Davis on, they were playing Little John and Rihanna and LMFAO and playing it loudly. So as you're waiting for your food, you're just getting pulsated by crappy radio dance music from the early 2000s. And you want to talk about a vibe killer. Do you agree that music at restaurants is critically important?
Yeah, dude. Just faint piano in the background,
there you
please.
Go. Yep.
Like, I don't want to even hear lyrics.
Right.
Like, I need ambiance. Like, I want a candle at my table, not a disco light.
Well said. I think I listened to 18 hours of jazz music this weekend.
That's cool.
And yeah, that was disappointing.
Smooth jazz.
Disappointing music choice at the breakfast spot. But then we went to Supercuts. And
did Mina give you shit for leaving the jacket?
Yes, of course.
See how good I am at this?
Yeah. Yeah, she was not very happy that I left the jacket. He's had that for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we went back and got it. And both of the stylists know me because I've been going there for 6 years. They know my son because my son will speak Spanish with one of them because he's in the Spanish class at school.
Sure. Sure.
And they were excited to see us in the morning. They had put his jacket to the side. They had put it in a bag and wrote his name on it and everything.
Oh, that's cute.
And then as I'm leaving, I said out loud to my wife, I've always wanted to be well known at a local business. I just didn't know the local business would be Supercuts. So I'm a well-known local, not at a cool one-off bar or some record store. I'm a well-known local at Supercuts.
I'm sure all the staff at Guitar Center know you now.
There's that guy that never buys anything.
Yeah.
Although I did buy a ukulele a couple of trips ago.
An ukulele?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Ukulele? Yes, about that. When we got back from breakfast and Supercuts, there was the most intense, biggest, craziest double rainbow I've ever seen. I think the epicenter was Fullerton because it looked like it was on the next street over. You then responded with the greatest joke of 2025, pothole of gold at the end of that rainbow, which is great because in the video that I sent to you, the street was in the foreground, and my goodness, it looks like, we talked about flooding, we talked about wildfires. It looks like the big one, what we call it down here in Southern California, earthquakes. It looked like the big one had come right through my street.
You know in The Walking Dead how like after a few seasons in, it like they did a really good job of showing like once the landscapers aren't around anymore,
sure,
like, the city really starts getting viney.
Yeah.
And bumpy, you know. Fullerton streets look like they're about 4 years into the apocalypse.
I've said it on this podcast a couple of times. I've said it to you. I follow the city of Fullerton and the Fullerton Police Department on Instagram, and every time they're bragging about something, we redid the street signs. This new business is open. Come on down to this community activity. It's 50 comments, and it's all
fix the roads.
Fix the roads, fix the roads, fix the roads, fix the roads. That's all the community members say to anyone in power in the city of Fullerton. And I got to give the city officials credit. Nobody tunes out a request like the city of Fullerton.
Oh, yeah, well.
Saturday night, I did my first ever birthday party drop-off.
What?
My daughter is now of the age, she's 9 years old, where birthday parties no longer require the supervision of the parents of the attendees, just the parents of the birthday girl. So I took her to her friend's birthday party. I was able to drop her off at 5 and pick her up at 9. And what a feeling that was.
Did you love it?
I loved it. Yes. Not because I don't love my daughter, but because what a cool thing.
What's that supposed to be?
Well, I don't want to be celebrating the fact that I don't have to be a parent for 4 hours, but it was pretty cool to essentially get free babysitting for 4 hours and know she's having a good time and I don't have to be a parent.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's great.
Picked her up. She was stoked. Had a lot of fun. But have you, probably not, but have you dropped Palmer off for anything besides school or church where you've left her alone and she's in the care of somebody else for an extended period of time?
No, she's 4.5.
Right.
I mean, she stays with the grandparents.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But it's a pretty cool feeling when you realize I don't have to do everything anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure you do a lot.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Sunday, woke up, went to church, went to the early service, went to the 9 o'clock. And that's because we didn't have any Bible study this week because the Bible study leader, Brian Maxwell, was preaching from
I thought you were the leader.
We're co-leaders.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
I'm,
funny how you didn't say that the first time.
I've said co-lead every time.
I don't think so.
I've said it every time.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, he was preaching. He preaches 4-6 times a year, something like that. And so we didn't have the Bible study, and so we went and watched him preach. And someone from the Bible study said, hey, let's all go to the 9 o'clock and support BMAX. Great. I'm normally a 10:30 guy. We went to the 9. That's where the blue hairs go, and I love it. It's very traditional. It's hymns instead of new CCM. It's a shorter service, and I say this with all the love in the world for the fellow congregants of the 9 a.m. service. A lot of noises, a lot of smells. The smells of arthritis cream, you know, the menthol. That's
A lot of Tiger Balm.
a lot of Tiger Balm.
Yeah.
And a lot of deep sighing and coughing and moving around.
You know, your hearing's shot, so you're like, I don't know if it's gonna be a quiet one or not, but it's gonna rip, and I'm gonna act like nothing happened.
Yep. My wife thought that someone sitting a couple of seats away from her was asleep the entire time, but that was just his breathing. Yeah. Very, very heavy breathing, just sitting still. And it makes me love old people even more, because here they are getting up early on a Sunday. It's a little rainy. They get into the house of God and they just make noises.
Sure.
Because they have to.
Yeah.
And so I really enjoyed that. And then that afternoon, my kids wanted to go for a bike ride, similar to you were saying you got some good weather to go walk around the harbor.
Yeah, we had a little pocket.
Was that on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. So we had that pocket. They wanted to go bike riding. I decided I've eaten terribly this weekend. I will jog alongside of them. And so we did a little 3-mile loop as they rode around. I jogged with them. Ran out of gas real quick.
Yeah.
Said, hey, slow down.
Started sounding like those people at the 9 a.m. congregation, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. And then the afternoon became a very, very lazy afternoon, which I liked. All in all, this weekend to me felt like a holiday weekend. It was slow. It was cozy. It was dark. It was cold. And there wasn't a lot to do other than be with your family and get some to-do list stuff done if you're up for it. Or just sit around if that's what you wanted to do. And I felt like getting up today for work was exceptionally difficult. And when you came in, you were yawning like crazy. Are you tired today? Did you feel like you're coming off of a holiday restful weekend? And
No, because I worked all day Sunday.
Right.
Till the late night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Got to make plans, dude.
Did you enjoy your weekend?
Sure. I don't know. Yeah. Got a lot done.
These next 6 weeks are the hardest weeks of the year because you just feel the holidays. You feel the good parts of it. You feel the stressful parts of it. And then work just doesn't go away.
So what of the holidays are you feeling right now?
People have lights up. It's dark. Movies are starting to populate on the front screens of streaming apps that are holiday related.
And you don't like it?
No, I do. It's lulling me into this, what I call a false summit, where you think you've got to the top of the mountain, but there's still so much more to go. For example, where I work at the SCGA, the office shuts down on December 22nd and does not reopen until January 5th. It's a wonderful 2-week break coming up. But to me, what that says is everything needs to be done by the 22nd. So you're kind of on a treadmill that just got turned up from 4 to 9. And you don't want to be on the treadmill anymore.
Man. It'd be painful to be trapped in between those 7 inches you got up there, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's talk about a hamster wheel.
I sent you this message last night, and I asked you. I want to talk about curses, and if you feel like you're cursed in any sort of way, because I am cursed in 3 different ways, and I was wondering if you feel like you.
I thought about it. I tried to think about it. I'm blessed.
Me too.
I got a lot of work to do, and that's all gravy. But, yeah, I'm not cursed with anything. If anything, and look, I'm not saying that I'm not happy where I'm at or whatever, but I think I've always just, like, I've had pockets of success, but overall, big picture, like, for the entire body of work, just never really have, like, struck it rich or, like, made it financially, like, solid, you know? It's always just been like, and maybe God just knows that
you can't handle it.
I can't handle it. So he's just like making me chase that carrot, you know, and I've never really gotten to take a big bite of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I wouldn't say that's a curse, you know, that's probably a blessing because, you know, Shay Tredewick, one of my good buddies, we used to always joke. People would be like, "Did you see the lottery? It's at 980 billion or whatever the hell, you know?" And you're like, "That's a curse. The lottery curse is real." He would always be like, "If I won that lottery, I'd die in a week."
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Heart attack.
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
Blaze of glory.
Spend it all. But anyways, yeah, where are you cursed?
Okay. I'm cursed in 3 different ways.
Okay.
Whenever I have one hand or one arm full of things that I'm carrying, and I need to access my keys to get into either a car door or the front door of my house or the door here at work, the keys that I need to open the door are always in the wrong pocket. 100% of the time.
I would say that's not cursed, that you're just uncoordinated. Okay, what's the next one?
Hold on. If I am carrying a sack of McDonald's and a coffee in my left hand and I need to get into the work door here to
Right
open
on the
up the
khakis.
shop,
Right on the khakis.
they're in the right pocket.
Are you a stain guy? Do you stain your shit a lot?
No.
Do you spill on yourself a lot?
No. Do you?
No.
But I don't know if you've ever tried to reach diagonally across your body into a pocket
Oh,
that is
yeah.
going the
Yeah,
wrong
we've
way.
all done that
You can't
dance.
do it. So
Yeah.
you always have to put down what you're carrying. And I'm telling you 100% of the time, if I'm unloading groceries from the car and I just put them in one hand because I need to use the keys in my other hand, I have the keys in the wrong pocket. So I'm putting those groceries down.
Not surprised.
It is a 100% thing, and I believe that it's
You
a
got to
curse.
make plans. You're just not thinking things out.
Second curse. I cannot pick the correct line anywhere, anytime. If I'm at the grocery store or the box office or the gas station and there's no pump available and
Or behind the wheel.
I always pick the wrong line. Now, it doesn't matter what the numbers are. If there are 2 lines at the checkout at the grocery store and one of them has 4 people in it and one of them has 1 person in it, I will go behind that 1 person.
And then, receipt paper's gone.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
the person in front of me pulls out the checkbook,
Yeah.
or an employee magically appears out of nowhere to tell the people that were in the line with 4 people, we just opened up another line.
You ever get to the checkout at the grocery store and they do the dealer change?
Oh, yeah.
Like right when you get up there,
Yeah.
like when you're in Vegas, when the dealers change and you go, gosh.
Yep.
And then it's just a whole, and then they're, oh, what's the bell pepper code again? And you're just like, dude.
Yeah.
You're crushing me, bro.
Killing
You're
me.
crushing me.
Cannot pick the right line to save my life. 100% of the time, I pick the wrong line and will get out of where I need to get out of after people that are in front of me.
Yep. Okay. That's a good one.
The third curse, and this one is kind of hard to explain, but every time I park my vehicle at any place, the person that I park next to will always be in their car and then getting out of their car. And so it creates that whole doors opening up to where you can't open your door, so you have to wait for them to get out so you can get out. And if I park and there's nobody around me and then I come out of the store, the people will be coming out at the exact same time too and just barely beat me to their car. So I have to wait for their whole bit to play out of popping the trunk, loading their groceries, and then getting out before I can get into my car. This happens to me every single time. Keys in the wrong pocket, can't pick a line, always somebody bollocking me in the parking lot.
Wow.
Those are my 3 curses. Now that you've heard them and you're thinking about it yourself, you don't have anything in this world that is just stacked against you all the time, a little thing like that?
No, because it's not a curse. It's just lack of awareness.
Okay.
Strategy. Got to make plans. You know, sometimes it's better to make 2 trips with the groceries so you don't get caught with your hand in the cookie jar going across your sphincter to get your keys out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, you know, some guys park too close to people and leave their jackets at Supercuts. Some guys don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
So, I'm sorry to hear you're so cursed.
We've talked about it on this podcast many times about the current state of golf and golf culture, and we won't rehash that entire thing. We're on record many times saying that the culture of golf is heading in the wrong direction, but I can finally label it. I can finally.
Ooh, let's hear it.
We are living in the Mr. Beastification of golf. Do you know who Mr. Beast is?
Yeah. Guy's so creepy.
YouTube creator with 449 million YouTube subscribers.
There's no way that's real.
Whether it's real or not, his whole shtick is creating clickbait on YouTube with these AI thumbnails of this crazy picture that you can't look away from with this big bold font, and then you click into an hour-long video where there are insane stakes attached, like, can you live in a CVS for 1 week? There's $30,000 for you if you can. And you just watch somebody live inside the aisles of a drugstore for a week. And you clicked on it because the thumbnail is impossible not to click on, and the title of the YouTube video is extremely clickbaity and engaging. And this is what golf is right now. It's the Mr. Beastification of, here's live golf. It's loud and it's crazy. Here's YouTube golf.
I was chuckling because the whole Barstool tournament thing they just threw with all these people, which ended up being such a dumpster fire, and people still can't see through it. But, dude, the name of it is the Internet Invitation.
Right.
The Internet?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm out. That is so lame on so many levels. And your girl, Paige, whatever her name is.
Not my girl. Paige Spearneck. What about her?
She gets caught cheating in the tournament after calling a dude out with like some jockey, like passive aggressive banter, like, have you ever played competitive golf before? And then she like tramples down some weeds to improve the lie of her partner, and then gets called out on it and reverts straight to victim mentality, starts crying. And I'm just like, dude, is everyone watching the same shit that I'm watching? These people are a joke. This tournament's a joke. This space is a joke. Like, they're all phony, fake narcissists. And it's such a weird place to be because golf is a game. And competitive golf is completely objective. You have to earn competitive golf. And it's such... Guys can work their whole lives sleeping in their car, traveling, grinding to get that card for the mini tour, to get up to the next level, to finally make the big dance, and they're there, and they could even find some success, and all of a sudden just lose their game, and they're gone, they're out, they're done. Over. Trying to die on the hill of I'm a good golfer is such... It's so blatantly wrong. It's such a wrong direction. It's such a wrong hill to die on because you're just not. There's only a few in the world who are actually good in the grand scheme of things. And it's so funny that all these influencers and internet golf people, I guess is the term now due to that tournament, internet golfers. It's so funny that, like, you guys... Like, take Good, for example. Here you got all these guys. They probably played college golf, whatever. And I know one of the guys had played, like, a few tour events, but, you know, he's not good enough to be on tour. He's the best YouTube golfer now. I don't even know his name. But it's like, of all those dudes, you're marketing yourself, your brand, your page, your all this thing is you're the good golfer, guys, but you're not good enough to be pro. Very weird hill to die on. And they've got everyone convinced that this is worth watching. And it's so weird. The whole thing is so weird, and it's such a wrong direction for what everything is, you know? It's one thing to be like, oh, this is entertaining, whatever, and you can like it or not. That's all subjective. You know, like Bob Does Sports or something. Those guys are all hacks, you know? But it's like these other guys and girls have created these characters or brands or pages or what have you, that they're these good golfers, and it's like, you're not. You're not good. You're better than most, but you're not good. It's like, so you're going to try and twinkle your toes into that pro realm or competitive realm, but no, we're just the entertainment fraction of these good golfers. And it's just like, next, I could think of 3 million better things to watch with my time. But people are consuming this shit and eating it up. It is so weird, which just goes back to what you originally said. How are 400 million people following Mr. Beast and wasting their time watching that crap? It blows my mind. What is that?
I don't know, but it's spilled over into golf, and I can finally label it. It's the Mr. Beastification
And it's
of
true.
golf.
It's true. This stuff is so cringe, dude.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. And so now we have this tournament that they like farmed the stuff out and tried to create all these storylines and stuff. And it's a competitive tournament for money. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Inviting all these people, like, but it's just like a bunch of jesters and clowns instead of pros or like real golfers. And then look, the guy who was almost pro wins the thing. And you're like, was there a betting line on this? Because I could have made some money on that. You know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I just, how is any of that actually helping this game? All it's doing is helping these people's pages and their dreams of being seen. They all have licked signs on their foreheads that say, look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Watch me. Watch what I do. Aren't I interesting? And then those same people will complain about the hate they get in the comments or the negative stuff they get. And it's just like, just get out of here, dude. Fucking beat it. Like, just let people watch the pros. Let them do their thing. And the rest of the game is for amateurs. Doesn't matter how amateur you are. If you're a good amateur or a bad one, just go make your tee time, go play golf, and quit filming your pathetic look at me shit. I don't know. I think it's so incredibly lame. It's so lame. And it's spilled over into a lot of things. There's a lot of that stuff in surf now where it's just like you have these people who document their journey of becoming a really good novice. It's like, what the hell are we watching, dude?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if, like, next on people who want to be amateur versions of Deadliest Catch, these people bought a boat and they're going out to the Bering Sea and they're driving around in circles and filming themselves not being able to make a real living at it, but they're making money off the clicks, and they're out there just pretending to be crab fishermen. That's what this shit is. It's just like, you guys, just take a step back, take a nice, honest look around, and realize not only are you wasting your time watching this shit, but those people are all lame. God bless them, but spade a spade. You're not pro, and you're not a real comedian. You're not a real model. You're not any of these things. You're just using golf for your own benefit, clicks, likes, subscriptions, money. That's not a brand. That's a boondoggle.
Nice. By the way, Deadliest Catch was such a good show back in the day.
Yeah, such a good show.
That probably floated Discovery Channel for 10 years.
Oh, I mean, they're still ripping it. Still ripping it.
What a good show.
Yeah. Those guys are gnarly.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing. It's just like, those are the pros. So there's the PGA.
Yeah.
You know, there's actually risk, reward, hard work involved. And then you got the guys driving around in the boat harbor with their big 5 reels, filming themselves, getting clicks. That's what the whole golf space is on YouTube. It's a joke, dude. You guys are in dinghies. Get off of my screen, dude.
Right.
Like, I'm over it. I'm out.
Yep.
I never was in.
No, but at least you know enough to say why it sucks.
It sucks. And it's fun. It's funny seeing these pros like having to lean into it, you know, like, oh, I want some of that too. And you're just like, oh, dude.
Yeah. Well, most of the time they've got deals with these manufacturers, like the Callaway guys.
Yeah.
And then Callaway tells them, you're going to go film a video with all these YouTubers that we sponsored, and it's going to help us sell product. Anyway, Mr. Beastification of golf, I can now label it.
Yeah.
We have a few YouTube comments, but I'm only going to read one because I got to go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is it a good one?
Yeah, it's from Wallace Revel. He doesn't live in the States. He lives somewhere else. I think he lives in New Zealand or maybe Australia. Remember, he sent us a bunch of handmade goods?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great dude. With calligraphy letters. Very nice guy. He wrote on YouTube, I caught a mention while re-listening to a recent episode that Hawk and his better half are house hunting. Can we have updates on the ups and downs of the experience? Will Hawk be checking each house for whether the telly box can go somewhere other than in front of the window? There's a lot of great layers to that comment, Wallace. Yes, I do refer to the television as the telly box. I started doing that after listening to a Radiohead podcast where the hosts continued to use the term telly box for television.
That's funny.
Which I think is great. And we're not really house hunting. I think house hunting is a term you would use for someone who's in the market to buy a house. We're in the market to get into a bigger rental. And the rental market is just as cutthroat and brutal and as expensive as the buying market. But our family of four desperately needs one more bedroom and one more bathroom. The problem is we moved into a place 6 years ago and we're on rent that is too good to beat. But the kids get bigger, the house stays the same size, and we certainly could use one more bedroom, one more bathroom. House hunting, we're just on Zillow, and occasionally we'll run out to a place that looks nice, and then before we can even knock on the door to meet the agent, it's been rented out. Because it's Southern California, and it's 2025, and everyone's just got to batten down the hatches, or as you would say, barrel down the hatches.
Yeah, sometimes you barrel them down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for listening.
Sure.
And thank you for commenting on YouTube. Keep it up. We will read more of them next week. And head on over to nationgolf.com before December 1st for the Black Friday sale. I would recommend getting there sooner than later because every time someone goes there and buys something, they are taking away your desired size, your desired product. We are not restocking any of this stuff. So get it while you can. No code needed. nationgolf.com. And we will talk to you next Monday. Pew.